Welcome back to the channel, guys. Owner Arna is here, and today we have 15 million followers, literally in one frame. Okay, so Mindset Therapy Vegas. What pages do you run? Mainly Mindset Therapy, right?
Yep.
Here we go. We have Iman, main page, ChatGPTricks, but he runs like a 6 million follower network, and obviously me, Passionate Income, and I run multiple pages as well. And today we're going to talk about AI, how we utilize AI, and obviously theme pages. So guys, first of all, like, are you using AI in your pages to run your networks? Are you using it? Are you using it?
Of course, my friend.
How can you not? It's available for you. It's your best friend, and you just pay them $20 a month instead of paying thousands and thousands where it would have been. So we don't want to do that.
Yeah, probably our team is paying a little bit more money than that. But yeah, we are definitely investing a lot of our resources into AI. It's pretty much embedded into all our systems, and we are using it like to generate images, to create the voiceovers for the videos, and many other applications. So definitely there's a huge opportunity for people who wants to start an online business to use all of this technology who's going to be available, and you are going to be able to take your projects to the next level without having to use your manual effort or manual energy, and just leverage the capacity from all of these tools.
Yep.
Yes.
That's perfect.
That's awesome. So, okay, so you're using AI, and you've been running the page before AI.
Yeah.
Right? You got into the page right when AI started. So, like, I want to ask you mainly, but you can add as well. Like, how did AI change the whole game? Like, I'm just curious in your situation.
Yeah, like before I used to do everything back in my day. No, back in my days. I started the page in 2018, and I used to source the content, make it up, remake it on Canva. Maybe I hired some Photoshop designers to change it up, but that was back in the day what I used to do, and just upload manually for the past 6 years.
6 years?
5-6 years, yeah. Posted nonstop. It was a helicopter flying this way.
We're in Mexico, by the way, Playa del Carmen. You should come through, guys.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
beautiful
awesome.
out here. Weather is really nice in December. It's
December 10th today.
December 10th, yeah. As Mindset Therapy grew, we became not just self-development only page. We start posting news and trending news, as that was what the algorithm was favoring. So just to keep in mind for you guys, like every year the Instagram changes the algorithm, and you have to catch up. So exactly, like with these news content stuff, I'd be the one before reading the news, and my English was bad. Like, I mean, I'm not like really great at it, but I'd be the one, like, it would take me, if there's news, I'd be like reading it. It took me 2 hours to draft caption. Send it to somebody to make the content, but it's drafting the captions and make sure it's accurate. Sometimes, like, back then it was just horrible. And I used to hire writers for like, I don't know, like maybe $1,000 a week or some crazy stuff like that. And I was like, this is not suitable, like this is not sustainable.
Insane.
And all I thought about was, I wish there was a tool, and I thought it was not possible for someone to just read the news. Another helicopter. I wish there was a AI tool, or sorry, not yet. If there was a tool that if I would just send a link for the news that's viral, and it reads everything, and I asked it to make a caption. Literally, that was what I wished there was a tool that existed. And then ChatGPT came out, and I was like, yes. So
love it.
then I've been using it all the time, all the captions, and trained, right? I can't just say, hey, create a caption for this, and then boom. No, you have to train it to your voice so that people wouldn't think that you just AI'd it, right? So that's something to keep in mind, is keep training those ChatGPTs to your favor, and it'll do you wonders, and people, won't say anything bad about it.
Okay, that's awesome. And what about you? Like, how are you utilizing AI, and how the game has changed?
The progress in this industry is insanely crazy at the moment. And just from my perspective, we are trying to use all of these tools as much as possible to have a general understanding of what they can achieve and see how we can implement them in our systems. So for example, we start with a very simple automation, which is very useful as well, that what we are gonna do is we are gonna take the APIs from all of these like news outlets and tech companies, and we are just gonna create an automation whenever they post something about like, you know, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and all of this. What the automation is gonna do is gonna capture the entire information from the news. It's gonna summarize it in our voice immediately, and it's gonna send our team a notification. So what our team is gonna do is they are gonna read the caption, they are gonna make sure that the information is accurate, and then we are gonna start creating the content after that. And what we are gonna use like all of these tools for the images as well, that helps a lot. For example, Midjourney, we use it a lot. Right now it's like the best model to generate images. And the team is just gonna start creating the headline, multiple versions, until we get the final product, and then we have someone like approving the quality, etc. We create multiple versions, and we create multiple versions because it's possible. It's easy with these tools, and so after that we are just gonna like start posting the content like immediately, and we're gonna try to be one of the first pages to post the content, because that's what's going to happen is that you are going to be able to go viral because you are the first page.
That's the main differentiator, right? Like
exactly.
You're just the first one with the news, and
people will share.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Crazy. And then if you're late to the game, late, I mean, if you're a day or 2 days late, your virality is gone.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yes.
So
you want to be on top of your game. But do you ever see like posts that are kind of like evergreen? Like in your case, have you ever had like a post you just reposted that already went viral for you?
Oh
and it just keeps going viral?
I've been in the space for 8 years. I have a collection of quotes that will go good, crazy viral, and it's in my Canva, and like it's just, and we will repost and regurgitate in different formats. So one of the popular ones is putting quotes on a wall.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many people like reposting that stuff. And what I'm doing is I am using AI to fake the wall images, and then I put the quotes on top. So nobody's really doing that right now, but I'm sharing this. But but then each wall will be unique, right? So a lot of people have similar walls that are seen around, and they just put their own quotes. But if it's AI generated, and I asked it maybe to look like this and put a wall on it and quote, and it'll get reshared.
Do you use Photoshop for that?
So what AI's done really well is the background piece of it, but if I ask to put literally this quote on the wall, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's not there yet. So that's why you're gonna need maybe Photoshop on top of that. But generating the wall itself it looks so real. Like
okay, and it's like fully AI, fully original picture. No one else has it.
No one's gonna. There's no copyright issues there at all.
Yeah.
For example, what we are doing, especially because of the industry that I'm in, is that not every day are breaking news. You know.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is building a database with content which is proven already to go viral.
Okay.
So whenever we don't have more ideas or there's nothing happening in the industry, what we are gonna do is just we go to our database, we see what kind of content could resonate with our audience, and we just start posting the content. So we always keep our audience engaged and bring them as much value as possible.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I think like that's the main purpose of the theme pages. Inform the audiences
and what's shareable.
Yes.
What people want to
provide value.
Provide value.
Yeah, absolutely. So like in terms of content, the AI has like absolutely changed the game. It's the same for us. Like we're using it every single day. Like every single caption you see is written by AI.
Yeah.
Like every headline is written by AI. Mostly all the stories are like from my head plus AI.
Yep.
Like everything is AI. Like when it comes to content and writing it. But how has it changed, like, has it changed your monetization or the way you look at the whole business in general at all? Like, just curious here.
AI has streamlined my workflow. So in terms of monetization, it helped me focus on other streams, whereas back then I wouldn't be able to because I'm so focused with content.
Yeah.
And that's why it's at 8.6 million followers, because I treat it like a baby and like I make sure it's meticulously check everything.
Yeah.
But now with AI, it's probably even smarter than me.
Yeah.
So as long as that's trained, then from there I can really focus on, you know, as we mentioned before, the coaching program and really perfecting that side of things so that there's a totally other different streams of revenue.
So it freed up your time so you can focus on like expanding the income sources.
Because if you like, that's what I realized 6 years in, is I know like I perfect the content and it's really great, like followers, right? A lot of followers and 8.6, but if you focus on that only, you're literally creating a ceiling for yourself of growth. Like, you can't break the barrier because there's only 24 hours in the day.
Yeah.
So you can't increase 24 hours, but what you can increase is your output. And with AI, you're able to have them help you out until you have more time for yourself. And that's, I think, is more valuable.
Also,
what about you, like in monetization?
Yes, I love monetization. But
who does not?
Before we jump into that, you know, like one of the things we have to understand about AI and theme pages as well is that you have to build a very strong brand behind.
Yes, I was going to mention that.
What you're doing, because especially with AI, you are going to be able to see a lot of fake news, a lot of fake content.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to lose the trust from your followers.
That's so funny.
So yeah, you have to take into consideration
that is correct.
all of those things.
That is correct. I was actually going to mention that as well and I totally forgot. But yeah, that is a great point to touch on. Is not only that, but with AI, you're going to have a lot of competition too. People are going to be like, hey, I can have AI write my own page. And now there's going to be so many people coming in. Yep. Now how do you stand out? And what we did the best and what we're gonna teach you guys too is branding is key.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like ChatGPTricks, that name is beautiful. If people were typing ChatGPT, his will come up first because literally his handle is ChatGPTricks, ChatGPTtricks. So I
literally have SEO optimized.
Yeah, SEO optimized. Yeah. Instagram optimized.
Yes.
IEO. I don't know. And that's what's great. And for me, I'm lucky I have mindset therapy. Mindset's first name, passionate income. You got income in there. Like it's, that's the thing too. Like in my program, what I'm going to put out is brand first. Like, and first you need to research your content, research what's out there, and then think of a name that works. Right? Yeah. If a name will have a lot of underscore numbers, like no one's going to take you seriously.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's true.
I always tell that never put numbers, dots, underscores. Like, I mean,
I have a dot, but
that dot makes sense.
Dot,
yeah. Like some people say like wealth, and then it's WE dot.
Yeah.
You know,
ALTH underscore 372. Yeah. No.
Yeah. It looks terrible. Like you can't. Like that kind of dot that you have like makes sense.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. But like sometimes it makes zero sense to put a dot there.
Just dots and underscores is okay to separate two words, but never put it at the end of a word or in the beginning of a word.
Yeah.
And it's just, unless you figure out how to brand it really well. But I think it's just mastering color psychology, mastering logos. Actually, like if you think about it, the name does matter, but like, you know, there's this, I don't know if you heard a page called virality.
Yeah.
First of all, what kind of name is that?
Yeah.
Right? But it doesn't matter because they put a great branding behind it.
Yes.
And then people think, oh, virality, I got it. Right?
Yeah.
But when you don't really associate it to something like a Instagram page, you would think that's a kind of a weird name. But if you associate a really strong brand, really strong,
I mean,
then
like
it looks good.
If you think about it, the biggest brands out there in the world, they're just like made up words
yeah.
became brands like Adidas. You know,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like
Yeah.
nothing. Nike like means nothing.
Nikkei, yeah.
Yeah. Like we're in Grand Hyatt Hotel. Like
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't really know what that means, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's the thing.
It's just so naming is tricky. Where like yes, you have to think about it, but at the same time, you just have to build. I would say like a strong brand, but in terms of continuity,
Yeah.
it has to blend in your whole content infrastructure, from Instagram stories to posts to reels. It has to look synced in one, right? Yeah, I think that's key.
Also, one of the things and problems that I have personally experienced with my page, it's also the name. It's a double-edged sword,
right?
Because you know, like it says like ChatGPTricks.
Yeah.
So people sometimes they think that I'm only gonna be posting about ChatGPT.
Right. True,
you know,
true.
So I have been able to slowly but surely change the mindset of the followers, and now I get it to a point that they understand what kind of content we are gonna be posting. That we are gonna be like sharing news. We are gonna be sharing about like new AI.
I noticed
tools.
what you did too,
Yeah.
like for your reels. That went super viral. Something about Tesla, like, and you avoided a crash or something. But
Yes.
I saw the thing. It says ChatGPTricks, but and what you put in bold lettering is artificial intelligence or
Yes.
AI news or something, right?
Exactly.
So then
Artificial
people, so when this is before I met you, like I think, oh, this guy is changing his strategy. It's not just ChatGPT stuff.
Yeah.
It's like artificial intelligence. Okay, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I say, and it works. So
works.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. AI in general is crazy. So, like, I know you capitalize on the AI niche. Like, can you talk a bit about like AI niche and why do you think it works in general? Like, we're not saying everyone should start AI niche page, but it is a great niche.
It is.
I mean, you're probably the biggest AI page like out there, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think about this whole niche? How do you see it, and what do you think are the pros and cons?
Okay. Yeah, one of the main advantages is that there are literally hundreds of companies being created every single day in the AI niche. You know? Like there are so many ChatGPT wrappers, there are like many new AI image generator tools, there are like literally hundreds of new companies being created, and all of them, the good thing, they need exposure because they are starting from zero. They are new in the market. People don't know about them. So here is me, you know?
Yeah. So you, in the gold rush, you're selling shovels. You're selling exposure to AI companies because the money is flowing from venture capitalists to new AI companies, and you're like, you have this amazing tool, but you don't have eyeballs on your stuff. Like, I can provide you eyeballs.
Hit me up. I got you.
Exactly. Yeah. Like most of these companies are raising like insane amount of money, and they have like a huge marketing budgets.
Yeah.
And I literally have a team in place ready to reach out to them. But honestly, at this point, like 90% of my leads come like naturally to me. And
you attract them. You're a magnet.
And but one of the things that I want to mention, I could even be making more money from the ads, but I don't want to overwhelm the audience.
Yes.
I try to protect the audience, and I'm not promoting like any scammy tools or anything that does not go with my brand. So I make sure that every single deal that I land with all of these companies, like they are like top tier on their game. So it's a great opportunity. It's a great niche, especially because of that. New companies need attention, and that's one of the reasons my page and my agency has been able to capitalize on that.
Wow. Can you talk a bit about your agency?
Well, I have an agency which our main vision is help AI companies to go viral, to gain exposure, and we have a network of 5.5 million followers, which we utilize to promote their tools, their services, and we take care of their content creation process entirely. We have like our editors, copywriters, we have a whole team ready to create like extremely good ads that resonate with people, and they do not look like ads.
Yeah.
So it looks at the end of the day like a pretty
Educational.
educational content, pretty organic. We also make sure it's like quality tools. So at the end of the day, we are providing value to the followers and also making a little bit of money out of that.
I wouldn't say a little bit, but
A little bit of money.
it's great.
Okay,
that's awesome.
That's really cool. So I know like you use AI to monetize your page as well. Like you sell AI templates, AI products, AI like Notion template you sold.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that? That sounds pretty cool to me. Like monetizing selling AI is like a really cool thing because AI is hot, you know?
Very hot.
Yeah, actually from low ticket products, we are like literally selling thousands of dollars on monthly basis, which like most of the buyers come to us like pretty organically, and we are not even like promoting it like very hard on our community. Honestly, like most of them, they just come to our link, they check all of our free stuff because we have like tutorials, you know, cheat sheets, some low ticket products as well. We have our newsletter where we provide tons of value. We are not a daily newsletter. We are not curating the content or anything. We are just collecting like the best tips and tricks, and we are just gonna send emails whenever we feel we have something valuable for you. So like we have like a super high open rate, more than 40% at the moment, and I think like people it's find our newsletter really valuable as well. And probably in the near future, we are thinking about starting our own community because we see this need from the people to understand how these AI tools work, how they can implement it into their daily lives, how can they implement this into their businesses. And I think it's a great opportunity for us to help them and to scale the business to the next level through the community as well.
Absolutely. Wow. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I missed the AI train, but that's awesome. That's really good stuff. There's a lot of future in IG automation in general.
I mean, it's crazy.
Any niche works.
Crazy that we're doing this podcast here because I want to look 10 years down the line, see where all of us are. Because like with the trajectory that we're going towards, it's just like gonna be insane.
Instagram, I think, will stay. I mean, if you think about TikTok, you know what's going on there.
Oh yeah, Instagram is really good at adapting and bringing in like new formats. So I remember when Instagram brought Reels, everyone was hating on Instagram, and now everyone's scrolling Instagram Reels. Like Instagram Reels like became a meme. Like how to scroll more Reels per day. Like, I see tutorials on Instagram on that.
The comments are brutal. But people love coming to it. So.
I probably spend 50% of the time in the comment section, 50% in the reel when I'm on Reels. So Instagram is here to stay. I mean, the way they stole TikTok like way of presenting content was so good. The same thing they did with Snapchat stories, they implemented stories on Instagram. So Instagram is like a chameleon who's gonna adapt, and it's gonna push by the Matrix agenda, you know, or whatever. Like
they take
Instagram
whatever works. They take whatever works. Like remember back in the day.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I was segmenting to that. I was getting to that. I was just like Instagram before. It was just posting photos, and then Snapchat had these stories, and they're like, oh, let me take that. And then TikTok coming in, let me take that. So, but then that's exactly what we're doing. Is I would say you're wrapping it. You're taking what works and then gift wrapping it to your followers.
Okay. Okay, one last question I want to like really cover. What do you guys think about threads? I know like for me, I was a huge skeptic, and then I have a student right now and he came to me, he was like, yo man, I have 60,000 followers on Threads. I grew organically from absolute zero.
Boom.
And straight from just the linking to my like digital product, like I made $2,000.
Really?
I was like, wow, I never thought that that's even
It was
possible.
work.
And now that we're talking that yes, Instagram is stealing different formats, Snapchat, now they're stealing Twitter. I mean, it's not a new thing, but what do you think about Threads? Because it's been around for like over a year now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see some people telling me, hey, I'm having success on Threads now. Hey, more people are using Threads.
I would say Threads has, I think they've gotten better. I remember when they first launched, it was just like, yeah, it's cool, everyone's on it, because it's just because everyone who has an Instagram account has a Thread account.
Yeah.
But I think I went back over there like a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, oh, it actually looks good now. Like the content that you see there is actually algorithmically like for you, and before it was just all like random. But I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think more people now are creating content on Threads than it used to be, and the algorithm is way better. What do you think about it?
Honestly, I don't have a strong opinion about it because personally, I haven't tested myself, and I'm not implemented it for my brand very strongly at the moment. That's something that I'm gonna jump in very soon. But as you mentioned, guys, they are improving the algorithm. I think like slowly but surely they are getting traction. People are seeing results. So you know, it's part of the process. It's a completely new platform. So they are just like learning what's going on and trying to figure out the algorithm and everything.
Have you posted, like, you know how when you're posting for ChatGPTricks, do you have a Threads account linked to it yet?
Yes. I'm doing just that, you know, whenever I see the possibility to
post there, right? That's what we do.
Yeah,
same here, but don't
we don't really
get
monetize anything from there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have a solid strategy behind that because probably there's a different game on Threads, but it's not rocket science.
I'll tell you what though, the text-based platforms like Twitter are really, really good for selling, because what you can do is just copywriting, right? And those people who read Threads or read through Twitter, they convert into really, really active email subscribers, and obviously active email subscribers convert into good money, you know.
But are they theme pages, like faceless, or are they actual faces?
Just in general, like think about a difference between a person who's like scrolling on Reels all day, and then a different type of person who's reading the content, right? It's like that's a way better reader, you know, in general, and you can sell way more through the words, right?
Quality
than like a video, because the attention span of a person who's watching Reels, like as soon as you start selling in the Reel, they're like, forget about it. But with reading, like it takes some time for them to like just scroll away, because reading is like way slower, way easier.
And also I think it's a different type of audience that you're targeting.
True.
So people that tends to read, they are a little bit more knowledgeable, and they are like willing to invest a little bit more on their self-improvement journey. So I think that's a great opportunity for writers, educators, content creators in general to drive some traffic to their funnels at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Anything, what were you saying?
I'm just saying, good point. Like we should maybe add this to our coaching.
Yeah, Threads is very interesting. We haven't like really doubled down on Threads or anything, but I see more and more people having success now, which I didn't see at the beginning. So it's really cool seeing that. And anything else you guys want to mention to wrap up?
That's what I'm saying, guys. You know, we are in the early stages of all the things that are happening at the moment. All of these new technologies, AI, new social platforms, and everything.
I can say something that will make them jump. Think of Bitcoin at 2013 when it was like $100.
Exactly.
Now it's 100,000.
A lot of people thought it's late then. So we did an interview with you like before this, and you said you started basically 7 years ago, 8 years ago. You thought you were too late. When I started in 2020, I thought it's too late to start a theme page. You started in like 2023, ChatGPTricks, like 2023. you thought
And he's
probably
killing
it's
it.
like maybe it's too late. So like now we're getting into 2025.
Yes.
It's definitely not too late because technology
And
keeps
trends.
improving. Everything
There's something
keeps
new.
changing.
Yeah.
AI is becoming better. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not too late at all.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think this is good.
that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.
Thank you guys.